It can be yourself that take you out, man. You can take your own self out, trick your own self out of position, take your own self out. You know, that's suicide.
Shalom, shalom. It's your brother HR from GMS Mississippi Gulf Coast. Before I get started, I'm going to give an infinite honor and glory and praise to the Most High, the Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakab Kodesh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the alchemists pushing this truth with our faith, righteousness, and sincerity. To you, I say shalom, all right? Now, the title of this lesson, which is a land back lesson off the beloved brother Tazaya, man. He did a beautiful lesson, man, and I played the clip in the beginning, man, you know, and he right, man, you know, you can self-suicide, you know, you can harm yourself, man, you know, and in this ministry, you know, and you can be the reason why you don't get crowned, man, you know. In the title of this lesson is make sure you're not getting in your own way of getting crowned, man. All right, getting that salvation, you know. You know, you can be your own worst enemy at times, man, where it can be affecting you and your growth, man, and your salvation. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you ain't getting in the way of yourself. You know, we still got that old man that we got to continue to fight, man. You see? Matter of fact, since I even spoke upon that, let me get Galatians 5:17. It says, "For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. These are contrary, they're different." It says, "The other one to the other, so that ye cannot." It says, "One to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would," man. All right, so you have to fight, man. The spirit always have to be fighting that flesh, man, that old man. We already in these corruptible glass jars, man. All right. And when I say we are in them, our inner man, the spirit, man, you know. So that means that we have to constantly deal with that old man, with that flesh, those thoughts, those ways about ourselves that we buried and we must continue to keep buried, man. Because if it come out, it affects us, man. And if it affects us, it affects our growth. And if it affects our growth, it can affect our salvation. All right? This is Revelation chapter 3, verse verse 11. It says, "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast," right? Hold fast unto the Lord. This truth, man, this word, this knowledge, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Hold on to it. And it says that no man take thy crown. All right. So that no man take thy crown. That man also is yourself, man. Make sure you're not overthinking. Make sure you're not procrastinating. Make sure your attitude not getting in the way, etc. All right. Make sure it isn't the reason you don't get crowned. You don't get that graduation ceremony. You don't graduate to the next level, man, which is the kingdom. Make sure that you're working on yourself, man. Making sure you're examining yourself, man. Those ways about yourself, making sure you critiquing everything that you can see. Making sure you're taking heed to wise counsel when the brother says something. So you can develop yourself, so you can get yourself together, man. Because this is what it's about, man. Working out your own salvation, man. But you doing that, man. And if you're not working out your own salvation, you're not working on yourself, you're not fixing yourself, getting yourself prepared, then what are you doing? I can tell you this, it's not going to be a good result. This Philippians 2:12, it says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling," man. All right. How much more you think we have to work on ourselves, get ourselves together? All right. Back in the times, it was easy, man. The Lord was here. All right. But now we have to make sure we staying in the spirit, making sure the Rakakwadash are still there, making sure we're doing everything necessary, man. Making sure we have all the tools to work out our own salvation, man. But that takes what? For you to work it out. For you to work on yourself. For you to get yourself together, man. For you to clean up your own house, man. Because if you're not cleaning up your own house, I'm talking about yourself, working on yourself, okay? But just you can use in the sense, even your physical house, if you're not cleaning it up, what you gonna do? Step on things, trip over things. All right? So you got to make sure those things are not getting in the way. Those things that's laying on your spiritual floor in your house, man. Making sure that those things are not coming in your way of walking this straight path to the kingdom, man. We got the light, we got to follow it, but we can't have things in the way. We got to make sure we're not having things in the way of ourselves. All right? You know? And it all gonna go boil down to as well, how bad do you want it? Like that motivational speech, man. How bad do you want it? How bad you want to get out of here? How bad you wanna get crowned, man? How bad do you want it? If you want it as bad as you say you do, then you're gonna work for it, man. That's why the scriptures say, faith by thy works. Okay? You say you believe, but are you working towards it? But back to the point of this lesson, man. You know, make sure you're not getting in the way of getting crowned, man. You're not getting in your own way of getting crowned, man. You know, this is Sirach 30 and 21. It says, "Give not over thy mind to heaviness, inflict not thyself in thy own counsel." Right? Don't give your mind over to heaviness. Don't beat yourself up. Hell, the world already whooping you, Jake. So how much more? Make sure you give your mind that peace and that understanding, which is the scriptures. Making sure you stay rooted in this word, man. In the spirit, man. Because you can't give your mind over to heaviness. Things you can't fix, things you can't change. Because as soon as you do, now that old man popping up. Now the logic, the reasoning is starting to leave, man. One of those things come from overthinking, man. Doubt. Especially that doubt. But it be sometimes be in that order. Oh, you're overthinking something. Now you're doubting yourself, man. Now you're afflicting yourself, man. And you can't do that, man. Now you, like the brother said, self-suicide. Now you're killing yourself. And really, physically, people do that, man. Because they be too much in their head. They go and commit suicide. But I'm speaking up through the spirit, man. You can be too much in your head, you commit suicide, man. You'll kill the spirit, man. Well, not the spirit, Salakia. The spirit will leave you, man. You know? Then you'll realize you got yourself right back into the world, man. So we got to make sure, man, we killing the flesh with the spirit, man. We got to make sure when these negative thoughts come up into our head, we understand that that's that old man, and we got to kill him with the spirit, man, with the word. All right? With your how about Shem Yahushai. And another thing as well, that comes from you not trying to search out things either that's above your strength. Know your strength as well. Know your strength as well, man. This is Sirach 3 and 21. It says, "Seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength." Man, know your place. Know your place. Know what you can and can't do. That'll stop a whole lot of that frustration, that overthinking, and that doubt. Because you're staying in your place, man. Know your strength. You don't know it, ask the Lord for the understanding. What your strength is. Stay in your place, stay in your zone, stay in order, man. You see? But, I just want to do a quick lesson, man, real quick, man. Make sure you're not getting in the way of your own salvation, man. Make sure you get that crown, but you got to fight. You got to fight, and you got to fight yourself more than anything, man, because your biggest enemy is the enemy, So understand that, man. With that, I'm going to close out and give infinite honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. That belongs to the apostles and elders for great millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim that's pushing this truth with our faith, righteousness, and sincerity. To you, I say shalom.